When we're going through trials and tribulations, is it because we've done something wrong? Hi, and welcome to Faith in Front. When we're going through, one of the first questions that pops in our minds is, what did I do wrong? Is this a punishment? And that's not always the case. Yes, God does discipline his children, but that's not always the case. There's what's called the pruning process. And that's found in John chapter 15, verse 2. And it says, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away. And every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. So you have to think about it as it's not a punishment. Okay, it's really just a process that God takes us through because of this flesh. We have these obstacles, things that get in our way. And let's face it, most of the times it's us. I heard the statement of God wringing you out. Okay, a lot of times God will wring you out, but he'll wring you out of you. What you saying? What is he wringing out of me? It's us. It's my vanity. It's my pride. It's your vanity. It's your pride. It's my wanting to seek glory instead of it going to God. Especially if you work in ministry, if you serve in ministry, you can still be doing things that appear faithful, but have vanity and pride in your heart. And God will wring that out, or he will take you through the pruning process so that you can bear more fruit. The pruning process is actually a good sign because, as it says, the person that doesn't bear fruit, he takes away. That you're not even in the process. But every branch that does bear fruit, and that can throw us off because bearing fruit is a good thing. So we're like, well, hey, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. There's fruit. And then all of a sudden there's this trial or tribulation. And that's usually the pruning process. God will use trials and tribulations to continue to refine us, to get things out of us that hinder us from becoming more like him. It's not fun. I don't like it just like the next person, but I understand that God does have to prune. He does have to wring me out, okay, of myself, right? And in this whole season of being a content creator, God has definitely been pruning. God has definitely been wringing vanity and pride out of me along the way. And it's been a humbling experience. People would say, well, how's the channel going? And I haven't been getting a lot of views on YouTube. And so I would be hesitant because in my mind, that's not good. That's not, low views. That's not good. But God had to show me that no matter who I'm impacting, if it's 1, 2, 3 people, that's a good thing. But see, my pride, my vanity was blocking my view of what it's really about. And so God has been pruning me and basically caused me to rethink things, because let's face it, our definition of success and God's definition of success is usually different. And his math is different than our math. And so we just get it wrong a lot. So he will prune us and he will wring us out because what he's doing is he's allowing us to see things the way he sees them, to get on the same page, right, with the way he's thinking about it, the way he views it. A lot of times we're on another page. So he takes us through the pruning process to get us on the same page with him so that we can see our circumstances the way that he sees them. So I know it doesn't feel great, because think about it. When you think about something being, wrung out, whether it's a towel or rag or whatever, if that towel or rag could talk, it would probably say, ouch, right? Because you're just twisting and to get out of it what you need to get out of it. And yes, God does that with us sometimes. He will wring us out. He will prune us to get us to continue to bear more fruit, because junk from this flesh, it gets in the way. Our flesh, our vanity, our pride, all of that gets in the way. So God's got to, and he will put me in some humbling situations. Humbling. Sometimes even feel a little humiliating. But when you think about it, humble and humiliating, same words, in there. He will do that to get us to where we need to be. So don't fight it. Embrace it. I know your flesh, I know my flesh doesn't even like I'm saying this right now. So I know your flesh is like, bump that, get rid of that. But we have to embrace the pruning process. We do, because God is trying to make us more like him. So I pray that gives you some encouragement. If you are being pruned right now, if you are being wrung out right now, just consider it all joy, right? Consider what God is doing, that God is trying to make you more like him. And when we fix our thoughts that way, that helps us endure the pruning or the wringing out process. If you have not accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, I hope that this is the day that you do. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. If you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus died on the cross and that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. And I pray that you believe, not just believe, but receive, right? John 1:12 says it was those who believed and received. Okay, Jesus, he gave the right to become children of God. Believe and receive. There are people who believe about Jesus, but they still reject him. So it's belief and receive. So I pray that this will be the day that you do that. As usual, keep your faith in front.